You have exactly a minute.
Yes, I do.
No, we're live.
Oh, now it is. Good evening, coasters. Welcome to Welcome to episode 4 of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. This evening, our brave adventurers will be moving further into Hither. I can't talk tonight. Sorry, guys. I'd like to thank Comic Emporium. That is where we're streaming from this evening, the oldest comic book store in Panama City area. And this evening, we will be running Wild Beyond the Witchlight into the Feywild, an adventure by Wizards of the Coast. So, and as you have know, I am your DM, Kara, and we've got Jericho Mossblossom of the Westborough Mossblossoms. I said the whole thing. We got Miss Sage.
I'm sorry, hold on.
Oh.
Say that again. I couldn't hear you.
This is Jericho Mossblossom of the Westborough Mossblossoms. Thank you, sir. We have Miss Sage, and we have Parthenos, our resident Witchlight monarch from the carnival, and we have Mr. Charm, our metal bard. All right, guys. Well, before we get into the adventure, since we leveled, would everyone like to go ahead and roll our hit dice?
No.
No, you don't want to?
It's gonna roll bad.
You could just take a 1.
Are
That's
we
fine.
doing it at the same
It's gonna
time,
roll.
or are we doing it like?
Who wants to do
Let.
I'll go. I'm not scared. I'm scared. See, I told you. I told you it was gonna roll bad. Told you it was gonna
How
roll
bad? How bad?
It's a 1. Can I use fate die from the
No,
Are we
those
doing
are-
that this
I feel
campaign?
like I should be able to.
No, those are forbidden from me.
You can't use fate dice from another campaign. I'm sorry.
That's not fair.
I know. All right.
Wow, 1 hit point.
2.
Woo! Look at that.
Look at you bragging with your extra hit point.
Look at you giving me your bad luck.
Really?
9.
Oh.
What?
All right.
Clearly, the side of the tables were to be at
Here we go.
tonight.
Ah,
Ah,
4.
okay. But you know what? That's pretty great.
Better than over here.
I think all of us would take a 4
Yeah.
any day.
I would
Or
take
one
a 4.
especially.
Can I trade?
No.
Please?
Jericho, you're fine. You're fine.
Mm-hmm. No, I know I'm fine, but you know, I'm also not as many hit points as I would enjoy.
Yeah.
I mean, we
All
all
right.
Need hit points. They're a myth.
Alright guys, well, when last we left off, you had just climbed down into this swampy water. It's about 6 inches deep. Unfortunately, it's kind of gross. Miss Sage said she wasn't about that. She was just going to fly. I get it.
about it.
Yeah. You'd climb down into this swampy, mucky area, and at that time, something large startled out of the bushes, kind of startled everyone. The good news is that all it was is just a very large heron. It didn't come near you, it just startled out of the bushes, and you're good. It just flew off beside you, just, you know, getting you acquainted with the things that will give you jump scares for no good reason.
Great.
Yeah, I know, it's exciting, isn't it?
For who?
For me.
Okay, because not me.
That's what's important here, for me. Just in case you'd forgotten.
No, I hadn't forgotten.
Oh, okay, good. Good. All right. So, as you get there, as a matter of fact, can everybody tell me what their passive perception is one more time, please? Why not? Or not if it's that bad. Just, nah.
13.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
It's 10 plus your wisdom, right?
It is
Yeah, 10 plus
Ooh,
wisdom.
yes, I can. Tell me when you're ready.
your passive was
17.
good job. Look at you.
Well, you know, in a world full of nightmares.
Mine's a 7.
Nightmares. Okay.
'Cause I have a -3, so.
Okay.
Oh.
So, Jericho, you will notice that when that large bird startled all of you and you looked over to the side, you saw for some reason, it looks like for just a minute, in the distant sky, you spot a great balloon made of patchwork materials. It seems to spin wildly out of control as though it's been punctured while you're watching it. And it causes, there's a wicker basket hanging from it, and it swings with the balloon, and then it plunges out of sight. It looks like it's disappeared approximately a mile away from y'all.
Hey, y'all, did y'all see the balloon just crash over that way?
Balloon?
Okay, I didn't think so. I must have been playing tricks on me.
I saw no
But
such
just
thing,
in
bud.
case, for Jericho's, just for what you call my mental health, let's go check it out. Because if it's nothing, then the Feywild has already got to me, and I am seeing things. So let's hope it's real. It's that way.
Let's go.
All right, we're
That
gonna.
way?
Yeah, we're gonna go this way.
Does anybody know what that way is?
Well, it's this way. I'm the only one who saw it, so you're just
Awesome.
gonna have to trust me.
Lead the way.
Guys, as you begin to walk, sticky mud squelches between your feet, and tangled mangroves grow out of pools of rippling water, half hidden by thick fog. There are purple mushrooms clinging to rotting logs and stumps scattered throughout this marshy area. Crickets that glow like fireflies chirp serenely before they're snatched out of the air by the tongues of hungry frogs. Coming from one direction, you do hear maybe some voices that appear to be singing a marching song. And you begin to hear the singing growing louder as you move forward.
Y'all hear that singing too?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Not bad.
All right, just visual hallucinations so far.
Visual hallucinations so
Are
Okay.
are hallucinations common here?
Yes.
I imagine.
Sweet.
Alrighty, guys. So, as you move forward, you are hearing a song, and it goes something like this. With sticks and stones, we'll break your nose, we'll beat you blind and steal your clothes. We're long-star brigands, the bane of all of Prismere. But none among us can compare to one swift and wily stand-up-air. He's Agden Longscarf, the brigand prince of Prismere. And it goes something like that, and it continues to sing as they get closer and closer to you.
That was really well
That
done.
was- yeah, that was very good.
Yeah.
That was right out of nowhere.
I know.
I was like, hey, she's singing.
You should be the bard.
Jericho can sing, just so you
That's
know.
why I play with
Jericho
Yeah.
can sing
Yeah.
too. No, it don't work.
Oh my. Okay,
I'm
so
nodding my head to the beat.
as you're hearing this song come up, out of the mist actually stumble 6 brigands. 4 of them have their weapons drawn, and 2 of them appear to be browbeating this poor snail that they have along with them.
Interesting.
One of them comes right up to Jericho, since he's in the front, and says, "This is a robbery, and if you resist, we'll beat you black and blue."
Hold on. Let me get my manager. Torn. These fine fellows here would like to, what'd you say?
This is a robbery.
They would like to rob you.
I don't have anything.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
You do.
I got the wrong manager. I got the talent. What I
I'm
meant to
sorry.
do was get the actual manager. Mr. Parthenos, Mr. Parthenos, these fellas here want to rob you. Would you like to say something about that?
We'd like to rob all of you. We want your best memories.
Memories of what?
What?
Whatever your best memory is. Your most prized memory.
No.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Parthenos, he's the king of the jungle. I don't know if you know the crown.
I'm sorry, you're confused clearly, for we are Agden the Longscarf's brigands,
Uh-huh.
and we run this area.
Okay. But Mr. Parthenos is 3 times your size and king of the jungle. I think he's going to have something to say about this.
There are more of us than there are of him. What are we doing?
You didn't bring enough if this is all you've got.
Yeah.
I have personally seen this fine warrior here eat, how many of you are? 6? 12 of you in like...
You're
6
traveling
seconds.
with a murderer?
You're
You're traveling with someone you've seen eat our own kind?
Yes. Matter of fact, I think we're robbing you now.
Yeah.
You should turn over your memories.
No!
Well, Mr. Parthenos is going to eat you. I'm sorry.
He's pretty crazy.
Show him your lying face. Show him your mean face.
Yeah. Do the war.
Yeah, do the roar.
Do the roar.
He's got a roar. We've heard it. It's scary.
It's very scary.
So scary.
As of so far, I am not afraid at all. And I'm going to need you to cough up your best memories.
Are you gonna stand for that, Mr. Parthenos? They're not afraid of you. I think it's time. I'm sorry what's about to happen to y'all.
Are you?
Yeah. Here comes. You've called down the thunder. Now prepare for the boom.
You're gonna regret it now.
Yeah. All right, pick 'em.
So there's how many of them?
There's 6.
Okay, and they're about how tall?
We'll draw about Jericho height.
Look, only Jericho is Jericho height.
You're right. We have about 5 inches on you, buddy.
Yeah, see? You're compensating.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm glad you can agree. Go ahead, Miss Parthenos, give 'em.
So they're about
5.5 feet tall.
just shorter than Parthenos.
Oh, for sure.
He's,
I mean, a good 6 inches of that is ears.
yeah.
I mean,
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Well,
I'm just gonna walk over to him and
there you go.
mhm.
Get
Yeah.
mean.
clap my hand on his head, look him dead in the eye, and be like, "No, you give me your best memories,"
Ooh,
and roll with intimidation.
Okay.
with guidance.
And I did use one of the charges from that.
With guidance,
earlier,
you've got
so-
guidance.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
And that's a D4.
Yeah, it's a D4.
Okay, well, I'm gonna use it anyway.
Sit in,
So-
just in case.
Oh.
Well, I don't have to use it because that's a 25.
He is properly scared and turns tail, as do all of the other brigands running. They left their snail here with you, but they all ran off. You were properly intimidating. They have no idea what to do with their lives.
Well
Good
done.
job.
Well done. We knew you could handle it.
Yes.
You're
Yay.
really taking that King of the Jungle thing to heart.
Oh, hell, the Lion King.
we do that. We call you Lion King.
Very good.
Whatever makes you happy.
Copyright infringement.
Yeah.
We'll call him that. We'll just, call him, maybe,
King of the
some
Lions.
Hither. We'll see how that
King
works
of the Leonins. The
There you
Leonin
go.
King.
Okay. Would someone like to roll me a survival check as you're moving forward?
Ooh, that's a good one. Let's see.
No.
Do I
It should not be me.
feel like I can do this?
Okay,
Now,
well-
anybody who plans on rolling, you should know you've got guidance because you've got Jericho, who's a native of this place.
Yeah.
So I will help you out. If you're like, what's that track right there? I'll be like, that's not a track. There you go. You're helpful.
I got that, -2.
Oh, we want to tell you that it's oh.
Well, why not?
Sure or not?
Nope.
You said with guidance.
Yep, with guidance. So you get that little
No, I'm
D4
just
there.
gonna walk in circles.
Oh, see, that's much better.
Go. That's a 17.
Yay! So it seems like you began to walk.
That's a
Jericho's
13.
pointed you in a direction, and you begin to walk in said direction. And Sage, because you're paying attention and you're a little above maybe, you can tell that all of a sudden that everyone starts to kind of veer to the right for no reason, and you're able to pull everybody back on track and be like, nope, straight. And to pull everybody back towards what you're attempting to go to in the first place.
Okay.
So you are able to go ahead and go towards that area that Jericho pointed out and said, hey, I think something's over there that we need to check out. As you're walking this way, you are actually going to come upon one of these, and you notice that this must be where the water in this place is coming from, and the water has been getting progressively just a little bit deeper. So you started out, it was about 6 inches high, it's about 8 inches now. So it's just getting a little bit deeper progressively. But unfortunately, this does make it pretty tough terrain. Makes it pretty hard to walk.
So actually,
Yes, sir.
since this is actually kind of like my hometown. I mean, not really. I'm much sophisticated than this. But I don't really like to get my little paws stuck in the mud here. That's when I like to just, just kind of mold the earth and shape the water so that we can walk on dry land.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna be doing that. Y'all just stay right behind me. Don't get lost now.
Lead the way, Jericho, Moss Blossom, West Bar, Rice Blossom.
Sassafras, whatever.
That's not even. Well, it's fine because I'm home and we're gonna go see my mama and she's gonna make something good to eat.
As you march forward, Jericho and Parthenos, those of you with higher passive perceptions, everyone you can hear water kind of like rushing, and you can hear kind of like, obviously in a swamp, so you hear the water, but like you can hear the water kind of a little more keenly. The two of you will actually be able to see that about 15 feet off the path, because unfortunately the fog is so thick here you can't see more than about 20 feet at a time. There's just no seeing. But about 15 feet off of this area that you're going straight on, you can actually see a large well, and it appears that the well is kind of just, instead of water going into it, water is just kind of pouring out of it.
Wow.
And you can see little, like, what looks like maybe there's something bobbing in the water, and you see kind of like some sparkly stuff around it. Whether you choose to investigate or not, that's up to you, but...
Well, obviously we gotta go investigate what the sparkly thing is, because it might be something I want.
It might be something you want.
You want?
Shinies are pretty nice. Let's go.
I happen to like shinies myself.
You like shinies yourself. Okay.
So, what kind of shiny things have we just discovered?
So as you get closer, what you're actually going to see is there are 4 little tiny things bobbing up and down in the water. One of them appears to be like an opalescent shell. Just a little shell. There's a little tiny bottle that looks like it's got something in it. There's some type of a pendant laying in the water. And you can see what appears to be like a tiny piece of, like, it's super tiny, but it looks almost like it maybe was a shawl or something, but like super tiny, like fairy sized. Kind of caught up in this water as you get closer to it.
Well, now, that could be something nice. I really like that shell. Well,
Okay.
So, well, yeah, let's just go get these things up. Who knows?
Okay. So you'd like to reach forward and grab one?
Well, no, I don't want to just reach out and grab stuff.
Okay.
I know how this place works.
Okay. So what would you like to do?
Sometimes things are not what they appear to be.
Okay.
So I would like to just shake the water a little bit and cause a little rushing little stream to come my way and bring that shell to me. Yes.
No.
No, it doesn't work.
The things are in kind of the middle area of the well, and no matter how much you kind of push at the water and stuff, they kind of stay there. Like, looks like you could reach out and maybe touch them, but they're not really moving towards you.
Oh, well, shucks. Okay, well, I'm gonna reach down there and get my shell.
Okay.
That is my shell. I claimed it already. Don't come back and be like, but Jericho, we want that shell. No, I reached into the well and got it. So
Okay.
I'll stick my arm way down in there and I'm gonna grab that shell.
Okay. You don't have to stick it down just in. You just have to stick it across because the water's coming out of the top of it. And as you do, a little puff of green light kind of coalesces and starts shrilling at you. Thief! Put it back!
I'll trade you.
A trade would be acceptable.
Okay, because I didn't know this belonged to anybody. I thought it was lost. But here, how about a shiny button? By the way, who am I speaking to? My name is Jericho Moss Blossom of the West Briar Moss Blossoms.
Oh! Well, I don't remember my name, but we're some of the spirits that are left over from what happened when the hag took over. She flooded the area and we drowned.
The hell you say? You dissing disembodied spirits that were drowned and left over after a hag took over and fled. Is that what I heard you just announce to me?
Yes!
Wow.
Pavlona took over this area and turned the entire thing into a swamp.
I don't mind the swamp so much, just the disembodied ghosty voices. That kind of makes me. Those rabbit pellets were there, I swear. It's not me. Okay. Well, how about here's a shiny little button for that shiny little shell.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for this. Can we go now? This is not okay.
Now, did we hear the voices?
There's
If you all went with him, yes.
There's a shine. There's a voice
You saw
coming from the well
little
that says
green
there's a
light
drowned
coalesce.
here.
And start shilling at him.
Yep, it's bad. We should go.
Okay.
But don't you have, like, priests, like, things? Can't you lay them to rest properly? They shouldn't just be wandering here forever.
Torn, you're very quickly becoming not my best friend anymore. I do not want to deal with these undead spirits. If you force me to do so, I will be sleeping in your bunk tonight, and you will hold me and tip my ears and tell me that everything is going to be okay.
But if you lay them to rest properly, they'll go away.
Here
Isn't
we
that how
go.
that works?
All right.
You don't have to.
I'll do my job. Oh, unholy, undead spirits of the drowned. Yeah, he's trying to make me do my job. I got a friend. Anyways.
I see a theme going on.
We're not unholy.
Well, you are undead, are you not? You are no longer among the living. You have ceased to be.
It's different. We were drowned here.
Yep, that's not helping your case here. Does that mean that you are alive or you are dead?
I was once a herringon, just like you.
Yes. Once being the operative word in this case, because you are no longer a herringon, you are an undead spirit. Right? Hello?
I feel like yeah, fair enough.
There we go. Okay, so what we'd like to do at this point is we'd just like for you to just go towards the light. I don't care what light that is, as long as it's not my light. You can go anywhere else. Like, in fact, Thorn would like for you to go and join his light. I don't care, but we're gonna move you along. All right. So to do that, what we're gonna do is everybody run.
We sit here.
Run.
Run.
We're here
Everybody run.
to tell people of how dangerous Pavlona could be. She drowned us in our homes.
Yep. Nope. I got that.
Things are good.
What do you know? You're a fairy. This is an undead spirit.
Do you wish to stay as an undead spirit forever?
I wish to be able to lead light to rest, but I can't do that until I know that someone is trying to put things right.
Oh,
Here.
is that all? See, I don't have to do a thing. Mr. Parknose here is the king of the jungle. He's going to set everything right.
He's
Look,
only
he's got a
only
crown and
king.
everything. What more could you ask for?
So if we go deal with the hag, then they can lay to rest.
No, shh, don't
Yes.
don't offer more.
If someone were to be able to deal with the hag and be able to return the slice of prisoner to how it once was, we could be laid to rest.
Laid to rest.
There we go.
That's a good name for a song.
Torn. Not now, Torn.
I cannot.
Not now. Mr. Parknose, tell these undead nightmares that you're gonna put everything right so they can go wherever else but not here. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
We're gonna go set everything right.
See, there you go.
Not just me.
Right. The royal we. You understand? Because he's got a crown.
We mean you too, Jericho.
Well, you couldn't get along without your Jericho. You know that.
Oh.
But you're my guide here, so.
Right, that's true. Don't forget that now.
Okay, at this point, as you're talking, the more you've talked, you've actually seen several other little balls of light appear. There's 4 of them in total now. And they kind of hover and they look, if disembodied light can look hopeful. They look almost like they're all kind of drawn together, and they crowd toward Parthenos because Jericho just said you're going to save, the area. You're going to return the realm. And they start talking and say, You and your compatriots are going to restore the area?
Just him.
We're gonna try.
Sage said she was going to go too.
Oh, you're coming too,
So,
buddy.
we'll do something about Pavlorna.
Point us where we need to go.
Or don't. I'll get us there. They can just go back and just have themselves a nice long rest and leave us alone.
We were going after the balloon. So
What was
we
that
finish
name
that
again?
and then
Pavlorna?
we can-
Right.
Pavlorna.
Bellona.
But aren't you
It's a
just-
type of dessert.
Aren't you just so happy to be home though, Jericho?
Oh, I am. But my home is much better than this. It doesn't have all the swamp water. I mean, it does have swamp water, but it doesn't look like this.
It used to look much better. It did.
Yeah,
Thanks,
right.
Jericho.
See, look, there you go. There you
I'm
understand.
so glad to know you'll be part of the efforts to restore the area to the beauty that it once was.
And isn't it possible that hag could have destroyed your home as well?
It's probably underwater now, Jericho.
All right,
is
let's
that
go
your
kill this
sampling? That's
hag.
your mom?
And we'll drown her in a shallow pond, just like these bad people here.
Revenge.
Let her hurt Mama Boss him.
Look, Mama's just fine. Don't say anything else. Mama is just fine. Mama is at home right now, and she's probably happy and probably making pancakes.
I'm sure.
And yeah.
So many of us were drowned when the floodwaters just
See,
came.
can we go?
Uh-huh.
Can we go? Can we
Check
please
on your
go?
mama? Yeah.
Yep.
Try to do that.
Just anytime now, we can go.
Okay, we going back towards the balloon?
Yeah,
Think
we,
so?
I mean, we
Towards the hag
still
now.
should go check out that
Where's the balloon? Yeah.
It's over this way. Hold on.
It's
Let's
a
go.
little bit further.
Bye, disembodied well voices.
We wish you well, heroes.
Yeah, let's see what you did there. I wish you would get back in your well.
I shall write songs about your life.
Don't. Please don't. Let's just move on and pretend this did not happen.
Nope.
We will continue walking towards
Yes.
the balloon.
You would like to continue walking towards the balloon?
Would.
Okay. You think so?
All right, next time there's something. Yeah, next time there's something shiny. Y'all do your best to stop me from just reaching out and grabbing it like that.
Alright, but shiny things are nice. You got a cool seashell. Seashell.
It's a haunted seashell. Thank you for pointing that out. Yes.
Haunted seashell.
I'm carrying a cursed object now.
Good
Yep.
name
I
for
knew
an
it was going
owl.
to happen to me someday.
Yeah. At least it's a pretty cursed object.
As you
It could be
continue
an ugly
talking and
person.
walking, Jericho, the fog is, it's thick, you can't see that far, but all of a sudden you almost walk up on this crumbling stone tower that rises directly out of the swamp water.
Is there
It's
a balloon here?
leaning at such an angle, it looks like it is actually threatening to keel over at any second.
Is there a balloon here?
There is a wicker basket hanging from the crenellations on the side,
Y'all see that?
and around the base of the tower are thick black brambles.
Right. This was probably East Briar, definitely not West Briar. But y'all see that basket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, good. So, I
that what
did
you-
not, in fact, hallucinate this time.
Nope.
This
Not this time.
That's correct. All right.
Hey,
Hello
some
up there.
questions.
Is there anybody in the basket?
Shh! Be quiet, there are snakes. Yes, I need help.
Snakes.
Snakes?
What kind of snakes?
Well, I didn't hear anything. Let's move on.
No, I need help, but there are snakes. Shh!
How big
Can I
are
fly
they?
up to the basket?
Kind of large.
Like my large is large.
Who's
Is large.
speaking? We don't even see anybody. The basket could be talking to us.
I fly up to the
Yes,
basket.
yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes. So, as you fly up to the basket, you stand right there on the edge, and you can actually see down into the basket, and you can see that there is a silver bird cage, and contained within said silver bird cage, there is a fairy dragon. And he begins explaining to you, look, I'm in a bit of a bind, as you can observe.
Dibs.
I, Sir Taliber, as one of the Summer Queen's loyal servants, ask that you free me, though. You see, I was in the midst of a daring escape with Wigglewog, but can't talk. Wigglewog, and they shot our balloon down, but he was helping me get out. I ran from Bavlorna. But you can see, I've been trapped here for a while now. Can you help me?
Where's the other? Where's Wigglewog?
He died.
Oh.
And he fell out of the basket when he died. I can't reach to help. I'm in a cage.
I see that. Do I see a lock on the cage?
There's a lock on the cage, yes.
Do I see a key anywhere in the basket? No. Can I pick up the cage, or is it too big for me?
How much can you pick up? How much can you carry?
You're asking strength or in general as a
Just
fairy?
strength. She
16.
Sage has got a.
Huh?
Sage is
16,
jacked.
so not too bad. For a fairy.
She's a jacked fairy.
Roll me a strength check.
I am a monk, so.
Roll me a strength check.
That's
Yeah.
cockeyed?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Take it.
16?
Good enough, yeah. You can pick it up, no problem.
If you want, you can throw a D4 on top of that.
Actually, I forgot I'm proficient with strength, so
Oh, there you go.
that's actually 2 higher than
So
that.
even better.
Yeah, 19.
Yeah, you pick up the silver cage that the little fairy dragon's in, no problem.
Fly down to the rest of them.
Okay. So, set it down at the base. What are we doing?
See if one of them can open it.
Okay.
Or if I don't want to land in the water. Is there any dry land I can land on?
Right at the edge of the tower, right outside of the brambles, there's a little bit of dry space.
Mhm.
Yes.
We just say, hey, could we have something dry to set on? Because I can provide that.
I mean, I'm just get it to land.
See what? Dry land, just like that. It was very easy. Look, now it's gone.
Okay.
Now it's back.
Okay.
That's a cool
There you go.
trick. Can you do that on
Can
like
I
a stage?
try and see if I can pry the cage open? Now that I'm on land or on the ground.
Now that you're on the ground.
Flying in the air.
As everyone begins to kind of come up around this cage, Jericho, you will have a high enough passive perception to see the reason that he was telling you to be so quiet is when you look at the edge of the tower just away from y'all, it appear to be 2 large constrictor snakes asleep.
Oh,
Mm.
am I the only one who sees that?
You're the only one that sees it yet. You can let your compatriots know, but you're the only one who
No,
sees
no,
it,
no,
if
no.
anything.
Now we're not going to get them all bothered. Let's just not do that.
Alright.
No. We're just going to we're going to just let Sage do her thing. We're just going to hey Torn, hey Mr. Parthenos, why don't y'all stand right here and block a line of sight just in case somebody's spying from their tower, and you can intercept them.
Sure.
Okay.
I stand menacingly.
There we go. I position
Further away
them
from
between
the
the
tower.
snakes and the fairy fairy
Oh.
dragon,
Okay.
which is right here. Right here. There we go. Just right here. Don't move. Right here.
Would the 2 of you please roll me perception checks?
Oh, that's like my worst thing.
I picked the right people for the job.
So,
It's
I rolled a
one.
night 1 with a
Ah.
-1, so I got a 0. If that's even a thing.
It's a dirty 20.
I don't
Well,
perceive
Parthenos.
shit.
Torn sees nothing.
The good news is
Oblivious step.
that
I don't even have a fairy dragon in my hand.
I feel like a 20 hits you, Torn.
A 20? Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, I feel like that hits you.
Yeah,
Like there's
that-
really a lot of ways around that one.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I can take something.
Yeah.
So
It's not that. It's only 6 damage.
That's fine.
Yep. Parthenos, though, you heard like Jericho. It felt a little suspicious. You were like, I don't get it. And when you're standing there, you hear something right behind you, and you move just in time to avoid the second snake coming up behind you and attempting to bite you.
Oh, look,
So
snakes!
I got bit by a snake.
You did it. You definitely.
Oh, bit by a snake!
Oh my lord, there are snakes. I'm so shocked and scared now. Good thing you two are there to deal with them.
Where's that little bastard?
They look hungry. What would you like to do?
Do I see him?
I mean, yes.
You do now.
At this point, you can see the large black constrictor that just bit you.
Now, technically, due to the laws of the land, they have injured you, so you may injure them back if you so choose. Or, if you prefer a more diplomatic approach, I could have a little sit down with them.
I'm not having to sit down though, because I just learned speak with animals, so I'm gonna cast speak with animals.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Why the fuck did you bite me?
We're starving and you just took the only thing we were hoping to get to eat.
No, don't. That's a fairy dragon. Don't eat that.
It looks good enough to me.
Here, and I pull out one of my rations and hand it to him.
Will this suffice? Will you leave us alone if you take this?
Well, I mean, if you give each of us one.
Yeah, there's enough.
Okay, they each take one from you and they're fine and they leave.
Yep. And I'm minus rations.
How
I'm
badly
sorry.
things could have gone there.
But
Jericho, I don't know why y'all trust him. Okay,
I didn't see it, so.
you're true. That's true. Like, unless you were attempting to open the fairy's cage.
And those are days of rations, so now I have 3 days left.
I mean, you can always scavenge for food. Scavenge for
Sure.
food. It's no problem. You can forage. Miss Sage, no matter how hard you try, you cannot get the cage to open. Go
Do you
straight the
know who
loan.
has the key?
I do. There is this goblin named Jingle Jangle who lives at Tellamy Hill, and she collects all of these random keys. Fairly certain she has it.
Jingle, jingle.
Is she the one who put you in?
No. Babylorna put me in the cage. She didn't want me to get back to the Summer Queen and tell her that all of Prismere appears to have fallen to the hag and her sisters.
Okay. So it looks like we have a little friend for a little while.
Well, that works out just fine. I do not mind carrying. What would be this fairy dragon's name?
My name is Sir Taliver, Knight of the Summer Court.
Dibs.
Dibs.
You can't call dibs. I belong to the Summer Queen,
Don't you
and
have
I must
dibs?
get back to her to tell her of the
She already
fall of
called
all of
dibs. She
Prismere.
got first. That's rule of dibs. She got first dibs.
But
Yeah.
then you already called dibs on that carnival swan?
Well, yes, but I can have multiple dibs.
Philosopher swan? Multiple dibs.
I was just saying that I want a fairy dragon back at the carnival, and then here's one, and it's all fearsome and precious looking, and it's in a cage, so like it should be mine, but it's not. It's already been called.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've rescued Sir Tolliver,
Mhm.
and now what?
Well, they're still in the cage.
And now we need to get him out of the cage.
Yeah.
So I guess we need to go.
But if we get him out of the cage, then he's gonna leave, and then I won't have fairy dragon friend anymore.
No, but he needs to go warn the queen.
Well, we could just go, and we'll take him to the queen, and then maybe the queen, in all of her benevolence, would say, please take this fairy dragon, Jericho, you're my favorite. And I would say, yes, absolutely.
She would not say that.
You don't know her mind.
I know her mind on this matter.
I would
She
love
sent
to
me here
look
as an
at the wall that is
ambassador.
in your head.
She's not
That's pretty
going to
nice.
give up her ambassador.
Ambassador. I feel
I
like
was
know
sent
that
her
word.
as an ambassador to Zyblina's court, but she's no longer here. The hags seem to have done something to overthrow her.
The hags are causing a lot of problems.
Really?
Hags do that.
We were actually sent here to help Zyblina.
We were?
Yes.
Yes.
When was somebody gonna tell me that?
Help or find? Pretty sure it was
Told
fine.
us that before we went through the mirrors.
You know I don't pay attention to what other people say.
Yep, you're gonna forget this in 5 seconds anyway.
Forget what?
Exactly. Right, which way to the castle?
The castle?
So we can take you to the queen.
Zyblina,
Huh? Zy-
they
Luna,
said that
Her queen.
Zyblina is gone.
His queen. You said you need to get the summer queen.
I
No,
do.
no, he's from the Summer Queen.
I do. I need to get back to the Summer Queen. Yeah.
No.
I don't think that you can travel there. Most aren't able to get through the different realms in Prisoner right now without some specific guidance. I can because I'm from the Summer Court in the first place, but I don't believe that you'd be able to.
Can
However,
you
if
get
you'd
to the
let
guy
me
with the key?
out of the cage,
Can you help us get to the guy with the key then?
I can certainly.
Jingle.
Jingle, jingle.
That
Jingle
one.
jangle.
Jingle, jingle.
Is Keymaster, Jingle Jangle, and is a goblin. I don't mind goblins. I
So-
don't. I like goblins just fine.
So Taliver tells you, yes, if you will follow my directions, I will lead you to Telemy Hill where Jingle Jangle lives, and you can attempt to retrieve the key from her.
Well,
Any
that
idea
sounds
what the
just-
key looks
just
like?
peachy. Let's go that way.
Okay.
And then we go kill the hag, and then we're gonna go home, and then Mama's gonna make some hoe cakes, and we're gonna have some.
He
really
does
good-
that.
Silver, like the cage that I'm currently in, and I believe it was a bit more ornate than most keys. Other than that, I don't know of any defining features.
Alright.
No jewels, no.
All right, we're gonna figure this out.
Give us the directions and we shall assist.
Okay, so since I'm in the lead, I get to carry Sir Tolliver, right?
No.
Because Sir Tolliver's given us directions.
No, I'm gonna fly with him.
You really shouldn't just. I could just carry, and you could sit on Torrin's shoulders, and everything will be fine.
Or I could hold him while sitting on Torn's shoulders.
But that puts so much weight and strain on Torn.
Or I could just
I
fly
would
with
take it.
it.
That's why I lift weights.
And,
So
and
it
where
can-
out your wings?
So it can see above everything and guide us properly.
That would be helpful.
Stay out of this, Tolliver. I just want to carry you so that we will become best friends and you will want to stay with me.
I feel uncomfortable.
That'll pass.
He's not wrong about
I'm
that.
not gonna do that.
He's starting to feel like a hostage.
I'm not gonna give you to him.
All right, let's fine. Have it your way, but I do grow on you like moss on a rock.
He's not wrong about that either.
We're
That's
not
moss
gonna.
blossom. See, we grow.
Right.
All right, you carry
I'm
Sir
not-
Tolliver,
I'm not gonna
and
hand
Sir
you to
Tolliver,
him, I
you
promise.
whisper sweetly into my ear the directions, and then we'll just go from there.
I will take him and I will fly up and please tell me which way we are going.
Okay.
I'm not giving, no.
So Taliver is going to.
I'm scared for his life if I hand him to you.
So Taliver is
I
gonna
would
point.
hug him and squeeze him and name him something different.
I'll bet you would. He's going to point more or less straight and tell you for the next mile or so, we're just going to walk straight.
Okay.
That way.
I will begin to mold the earth and shape the water so we can walk on dry land.
Okay.
Sir Tolliver, tell me about yourself.
You know, mostly, I'm a fairy dragon, and I belong to the summer queen, and mostly, I just really like to get out of here.
Fascinating.
I had to live in that spooky cottage for such a while.
Spooky cottage?
Mm-hmm.
You don't say.
I do. And there are all of these bullywugs around, and while they're courteous, more or less, and very welcoming, it's still it's disconcerting when you're stuck in the cage and they're being so kind to you, but you're stuck in a cage the whole time.
Right.
And Pavlorna, she's just
dragon in a cage.
Yeah, what's up with her? Why is she causing all this trouble?
she's a hag. I suppose that's what they do.
Yeah, exactly right. That's just what they do. It's in
I
their
don't know.
nature
I
to
don't
just be
know.
unpleasant individuals.
I know she doesn't really much care for her sisters, which seems really weird to me. But they
That's not
have
so
their
strange.
own
I
little
don't really like my sister.
coven,
Only one sister.
and
Well, I got another one. She's all right.
they seem to have somehow used some odd magic to maybe freeze Zybilna's palace with her inside of it, so that they could take over Prismere and splinter it as it has been into these 3 realms.
Well, now, that's not very neighborly.
That's not any magic I've
What's your
studied.
favorite color?
Purple.
And another time, I'm gonna cast a Cure Wounds on myself to heal that.
Look, you're wearing purple.
Go right ahead.
I know. I know. I told you I'd grow on you.
No, that healed me back to full.
Hey,
Okay.
Mr. Tolliver, if you were a hot dog, would you eat yourself?
No.
I would. I'd smother myself in mustard. I'd be delicious.
I bet the snakes thought so too.
They ate cold rations. What do they know about fine gourmet food?
I mean, you say that you are. I don't know.
Hey, Mr. Tolliver,
Mm.
what's your favorite planet?
Favorite planet?
Mine's the sun.
I don't think that's how that works.
Is he?
No. He's not okay.
Are you real?
Okay. Just thought I'd ask.
Okay, no. You just go with it. Are we almost at the biome?
Yeah, you will be there shortly.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mr. Tolliver, you ever had a Reuben sandwich?
How long can you do this mold earth for, Jericho?
It's cantrip.
It's a
I
cantrip,
just,
so
yeah,
you're good?
I just keep going.
Okay. Roll me, Jericho. Roll me a perception check, I want to say, because you're supposed to be following Miss Sage, and you are chatting it up, and that's cool. But I don't
Well,
know
I
if
gotta
you're...
stay within sight of Mr. Tolliver so we can keep
Uh-huh.
having this fascinating conversation.
Yeah, but I mean, you also don't want to lose the people behind you.
That's up to them. They have to keep up with
Okay.
me. I already told them to keep up, not get lost. Okay, let's see here. Yep, this is just gonna keep on going like this tonight, I can tell. 8.
Well, you have a choice to make. Jericho, are you more focused on Tolliver? Are you more focused on trying to make sure your friends don't get lost?
We know that answer.
I do, but I just want to hear it.
Well, if you've got to just hear it said, then obviously I'm still talking to Mr. Tolliver. I told them to keep up. They're grown peoples. They can follow just fine. If they get lost, that's on them. It's not like I'm moving very fast. And there's a great big flying fairy with silver cage. Like, how do you not just keep that directly in your line of vision? You get lost, it's on you. Hey, Mr. Tolliver, what's your favorite flavor of macaroon?
At this time, you can kind of hear faintly something about macaroons, but you appear to have lost Jericho, and the earth in front of you is now wet and soggy again.
Jericho, boss muscle, Westbury, boss muscle.
Present.
Where are you?
Well, I'm right here. Where are
I
you?
will stop.
I don't know.
If I hear him.
Okay, hold on.
Sage.
You done got lost.
Okay.
Just keep up.
Okay.
Can I
Info,
see
simple
them
directions.
from my height advantage?
No, unfortunately, it's fog. That's why you can't see
okay.
things. So it's not really gonna help. But if everyone wants to give me either perception or survival, I feel like everyone's perception is probably better than their survival at this point. But
No.
whichever one you want to give me.
No. That's a
Same.
-2
I
in
could
survival.
probably do something better.
There we go.
Huh?
I'll do something better that'll save us.
Absolutely, you do something better that'll save y'all.
I'm gonna
I got
cast
I had
Detect
10,
Evil
but
and Good.
-1, so that's enough.
Do what?
I'm gonna cast Detect Evil and Good.
Okay.
So now anything that is a aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of me, I know exactly where they are.
And that is good for you because the fairy dragon is clearly fey, and they are just at 30 feet, so you're just barely beyond your line of sight anyway.
The fairy
Well,
is
she's a
clearly
fairy
fey.
too, obviously. I'm
The
sorry.
Haragon is clearly
That
fey.
A lot of
I don't know if they
Change
still
the
claim
front of
you.
Lighting up like a rainbow.
I'm not sure if they still claim you, but sure.
Yeah, of
oh,
course
well,
they do. I'm the only living Haragon left, apparently. Other than those ones that we scared off.
I thought you were Lathan.
I am.
Oh.
Then why'd you just call yourself Haragon?
Well, it's, more noble version of the Haragon.
Okay, so they light up
But I
like
see you found
friggin'
us.
Christmas
Good,
tree,
good
like,
job.
right there.
For a map maker, you got lost following a flying
Thank you, Leo.
bird cage. I don't understand.
You were supposed to be the one guiding us, but you're talking about flavors of macaroons.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to follow. I
could go
could
for
create
some
the
macaroons
path.
right now.
How hard is it to simply follow?
I have something better you could do.
What's that?
Why don't you think of your next love confession to Featherine?
That was
Think of
great.
all of the adventures you'll be able to tell her when you get back.
I
Maybe
met
she'll
fairy
fall for you
dragon.
then.
Okay, wait a minute now, but you're starting to make some sense here.
Yeah.
And how much cooler would it be if I showed up with a fairy dragon on my shoulder as my new best friend?
Maybe the fairy dragon will be your wingman if we help him.
I see what you did there, Torn. You are back in #1 best friend spot.
Yes! Wait, why the fuck do I care?
Okay, good news.
We're all back together again.
Good news is you are all back together again. How long does your protection from good and evil or
10 minutes.
detect? 10 minutes. Well, it's just for you. It's one that you see. It doesn't actually light them up, right? It's just, you can see them.
I know where they are.
Okay. So you're good. You know exactly where they are. As long as Torn doesn't somehow lose y'all too, you should be fine. It's good.
That couldn't possibly happen.
You're
With
gonna lose the giant Leonin with glowing golden wings.
That's what I keep saying.
Perception
How
of
in the
7.
world
There's
do you-
I might.
I'm book smart. That makes sense.
Okay. So you continue forward. Good. As you do, you actually get to this little area, and all of a sudden you're kind of at a little bit of a hill, and it's rising up out of the swamp water. Thank goodness, it looks like dry land for just a second. Looks fabulous. You're actually greeted here by the scent of sweet-smelling fruit. There's a damp and downy silvery green moss blanketing this gentle upward slope that then gives way to a craggy ridge that marks the top of this hill. You see dozens of enormous willow trees dotting the hillside and swaying as though there is a breeze, even though you don't feel one.
Is this fruit safe to eat? It smells really good.
Well, I wouldn't without asking permission first. Remember, now that we're here, not everything is as it would appear to be. Simple trees, as majestic as they may be, may also take offense if you just reach up and just grab something.
Okay, so we're moving forward onto the hill.
Well, yes. Yeah, all right,
Well,
so,
we'll ask the
It-
dragon if this is the right direction.
hey,
Yeah,
Tolliver, is this Telmy Hill?
This is Telemy Hill, and Jingle Jangle actually lives in that craggy spot up there at the top.
That tracks.
Mhm.
Goblin,
Mhm.
Craggy Hill,
Mm,
sure.
mm, mm.
So you want some fruit?
If that's okay, yeah, sure.
As you begin to walk up the hill, you get a couple of steps when about 4 of the trees kind of disentangle themselves and come down as if they're going to meet you.
See,
And they actually are very kind and welcoming, and they sway their branches out towards you in a welcoming gesture, and they tell you, welcome to Telemy Hill. How long do you plan to stay?
Just long enough to get a key from Jingle Jangle.
Ah,
see, they're much nicer than the flowers at the Witchlight Carnival.
she's, we've been worried about her. She's been hidden away up there for 3 days.
Any idea what's wrong?
Apparently, some brigands attacked her while she was out gathering mushrooms past the hill.
Mr. Parthnos, you are about to be the biggest hero to this goblin.
We got a Leonin king that can help with that problem.
Well, then, by all means, come and be at peace here, friends.
May I please have a piece of fruit?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yep.
Ate it.
Okay.
Old Constitution.
You're good. It's definitely not going to be anything that honestly is trying to kill you here. For at least the moment.
Yeah.
I can't help you past that.
It's the parasite inside the
We'll come back later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask politely for one too.
Yes.
No thanks.
It's been a while since
You
we
say?
ate, so.
Now, as you're eating this, I don't want you to think about the fact that you're eating something that came from a sentient tree. It pulled a piece of its body off and you're just munching away.
I mean, a snake ate from me. It's circle of life.
Are you still moaning about that? Oh my goodness. Come here, Torn, you big
I already
baby.
healed myself
He's
from the
already-
Yeah.
He just has something wrapped around the spot. He's just milking it. Let it go. He's just being like, fit for you.
Post-traumatic snake disorder.
Yeah.
Snake
You
bit me.
told us to stand there and he got bit.
Yeah. He's just,
I'm just
snake.
saying, snake ate from bull, bull ate from tree. Makes sense. Circle of life.
Okay. Okay.
Onwards.
So is everybody going to attempt to walk down into this area, or are we electing like 1 or 2 people to go?
I think we just all go.
Yeah.
Just show of hands. Anybody want to split the party? Okay, there we go. That's the answer.
I'm not street smart, but I'm not dumb.
Okay. So actually, as you come to the top of the hill, you look and you see a cave, and oddly enough, the entryway to the cave is shaped itself like a keyhole. And as you begin to walk inside, you walk down worn stone steps. They lead you down into what feels kind of like a cellar. It's chilly in here, and you detect the subtle scent of iron in the air. From a distant spot within the chamber, there are sputtering candles illuminating a multitude of keys dangling from taut strings, just all over the place,
Knock, knock.
crisscrossing back and forth.
So there's no door.
Jangle, jangle.
Knock, knock, Miss Jangle Jangle. Your neighbors have come to visit.
As you do that, she actually appears from within and says, "Oh, thank you so much for visiting. And how might Jingle Jangle unlock a little bit of happiness in your life today?"
It's funny that you should say that. But here we have this fairy dragon that needs to be unlocked so he can be happy. And so can Jericho.
But he thinks you have the key.
Well, let's have a look. It's gonna look for a minute, and then she reaches out and plucks one from the ceiling and hands it to whomever will take it from her. She
Well,
just hands it
Jericho,
out to
take
her.
that key. Don't you worry about that. Miss Towner, look. I've got a key. I am your savior. I'm the key to your salvation right here.
It's better you should have it than those long-eared brigands.
I
You
agree.
look kind of like one.
I take offense to that, but we'll let it slide.
The
What?
6 of them that are trying to rob people.
They did rob me. First, they took my truffles. And next, I assume they'll want my keys. Someone really ought to do something with them.
I already have.
Yeah.
Good.
He scared them good.
Yeah, they tried to steal our memories.
This is the Leonin King, Mr. Parthenos. His Royal Majesty.
Oh.
He's come to save all of Prismere.
Oh.
Yes. All of it.
All of
Am I
Prismere.
wrong?
The help of my
As
Steve
he
got
said. As he said. I'm not wrong.
Ah. So you'll be dealing with those brigands then.
Already dealt with. You can just rest at ease. Mr. Parthenos has done come and put the fear of Leonin crown all up in their little heads. They have gone and run off.
Oh, so you've dealt with Agden.
Who?
We didn't actually get into the particulars of names. Miss Parthenos is more of like a off with their heads without question kind of king.
Well, I
He
don't
does the
see.
war, you run. He can do the war.
Well, were any of them wearing a beautiful bright blue scarf?
Huh?
Ah, so you haven't actually taken care of the problem. Well, I appreciate you taking care of the small band of brigands, but there's a lot more of them.
Uh-oh.
Where's their hideout located?
I feel like Mr. Parthenos is
Well.
about to go wild on them.
Yeah.
Seems a little on the nose to me, but it's on a large area they call the Brigands Tollway. Seems a little on the nose to me, but what do I know? I'm just a goblin.
You're not just a goblin. You are the key master of Prismere.
I am.
See, do not put yourself down, Jingle Jangle. You are among friends.
Why, thank you.
Speaking of, I'd like to unlock Miss Tolliver's cage now.
Absolutely.
Does it work?
Yes, sir.
Miss Tolliver, come give Jericho a hug.
Yeah. Miss Tolliver says, you know what, old chap, thank you so much. And to all of you, your valor will not be forgotten.
Right.
And with that, he says, I would like to offer you my sword as a token of our esteem from the summer court.
Give it Miss Parthenos.
Yes. Leorin King should have fancy sword.
Right. You're not really king if you don't have fancy swords.
That's sure.
I mean, he's kind of small, so it functions as a dagger
Yes.
in anybody else's hand.
Let's say it's probably about like this way.
Maybe
It's
it
not
should be
the
a-
size that matters, it's how you use it.
It is a +1 dagger, though.
They can still be bigger.
It is a +1 dagger in your hands.
There you go, look at that. We just getting you all outfitted.
Yeah.
Next step, get him married to Zyblina.
It was currently frozen.
And
Well,
she
he'll
tells
just have to
you,
thaw her out, it'll be fine. Look, he got all that fur.
I wonder if we could thaw her with
I
a Warp
can't.
Island song.
Sir Tolliver says this, presents the sword, and flies off. Quickly disappearing within just a couple seconds.
That was this close,
You've almost never seen anything move that fast.
almost.
Yeah.
That's okay, Miss Tolliver. There will be another day. Well, now that we got that accomplished, what next?
I guess we need to.
The trees outside said you were attacked by Spriggans.
Brigands, not Spriggans.
Same
Brigands.
thing you
Yeah, the same thing you've
inserted
already
in
beat up.
earlier.
Apparently
Didn't
not.
take care of the boss.
Well,
So
you
I guess-
solved the symptom, not the whole problem.
so he's
We
gonna
go find
solve
this
the whole
Agnew.
problem?
Yeah, let's go find this Agnew, and you just give him a good walloping, and then we'll move on, and then you can wallop the hag, and then this place will be better, and then I'm gonna go
So
home.
what offer you to Jingle Jangle for the key?
We'll go take care of the problem.
Yeah, that's
Get your stuff back.
yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go take care of Mr. Agnew
Took some
Long.
truffles, I assume they ate them already. She?
She.
It's hard to tell, I know.
You know, if you are going to solemnly vow to me that you will take care of the brigands and you will avenge me, I will take that as payment.
There you go. Solemnly vow. Give them your word as king.
Yeah.
My word.
You
There
should
you
be
go.
pretty used to swearing oaths by now, I think.
Very.
I have your word as the monarch king,
Yep.
monarch
Don't swear to
king of
them.
the Witchlight Carnival, huh, sir?
Yes.
Well, when you go to work to defeat the brigands, know that the one you most need to watch out for is Agden Longscarf, their leader. He's as fast as lightning, and he has a bright blue scarf that he wears at all times.
But Mr. Parthenos is faster than lightning.
Yeah.
He don't need no silly scarf. That was uncalled for.
You started it.
It's my wing.
I can't help it. My scarf is beautiful.
Okay.
Oh, we were doing a PvP
What?
campaign.
No.
I didn't realize that, but maybe we are.
He's just gonna wash it out.
He knows it.
I mean, I was gonna say, honestly, I'm just here to be amused at this point. It's working out for me.
You're here for your entertainment.
Thank you. So guys, it's not quite night, so you don't necessarily need to make camp or bed down. But you do want to make a choice before you leave this area. Even though it's early evening, you can definitely get a couple more hours of travel time if you'd like.
You know
This is
what?
also a really nice area and not wet.
It's really dry here, and then Miss Jingle Jangle probably would appreciate the company of big, strong strangers like ourselves. Well, mostly you two, to keep her nice and safe and warm through the night.
I gotta work on some new tunes to inspire people.
Yeah, you got that new one,
Get my-
that leg to rest one.
Yeah, I think that one might be taken though.
Straighten my wings out.
So, okay,
She's happy to offer you space to stay in her cave this evening.
however, due to the rules of Prismere, we have to be good guests. So make sure you ask permission before you do anything, like take anything or eat anything, and we should reciprocate the kindness. So whatever we get, we gotta make sure we give equal value. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So just be, you know, mind your P's and Q's, be on your best behavior, mind your manners, that kind of stuff. Listen to your guide. I know what I'm talking about. This is my home.
Speaking of guides, you know that one of the best guides in Hither, if you decide to move past into Thither, is Clapperclaw. You'll find him at you could find him in Downfall.
Downfall
Mm-hmm.
sounds dreary.
It is.
So, Clumper Claw and Downfall.
Yes.
I can make that work.
Mr. Torn's creative process astounds me.
Everything's a song.
I know. It's like he lives his life in a musical.
Okay.
Just
So
living in
we're
the
staying here this
musical.
evening.
I believe we are.
Okay. So does anyone want to do anything specific this evening? Do you want to try to set up a watch? Do you feel like that's necessary here? Does anyone want to forage for extra supplies? Anything?
Wouldn't mind like foraging for any rations. Maybe ask the
Okay.
tree for some more fruit to replace the rations I gave to snakes.
Okay.
So,
So roll me a survival check. I know.
yeah, that's not so bad. 16.
Okay.
It wasn't 18 when I died though. 16.
So 16, and then do you still have that? Is that guidance still on your?
Oh, for sure, always. As long as you're within, sight of me or let me know, I'm about to go do something, I'll give it to you.
Cantrip.
The guidance roll was a 3.
So with a 19, give me a D8.
It's a flat D8 roll.
This is a flat D8 roll.
That was a 6.
While you're out, you actually are going to find not enough food to feed yourself and your friends, of course, for the day. That's not hard at all. But you're also going to find this weird little flower. It's colored quite brilliantly. It looks like it's called a sunrise flower. Jingle Jangle will tell you, or one of the trees will tell you if you ask. When you pluck it, it actually begins to light up. It's as bright as like a lantern light.
Okay. Sunrise flower.
And that light will last for 8 hours.
Lantern light for 8 hours.
Alright. Anyone else want to do anything for the evening?
Long rest after that, hopefully.
Yes.
Probably make it outside so I can see the stars.
Yes, you will have enough time to long rest here before you move forward.
Oh, good.
Whoever wants to reset whatever they need to reset for a long rest real quick. Sage is like, I'm good, thank you.
I just flew around.
I
and
just
see
was-
the
Had a great day. It's fabulous.
run around a dragon,
Oh my god, I can't. You're just like, I mean, I've had a great day, but you know.
torture Jericho.
I know.
He couldn't carry the dragon.
So
That
much
was a
fun.
long day. We did
So
the
many
carnival, we performed 3 shows.
I know, like, you really need a night.
Yeah.
Don't get that bit by snake.
Yeah.
Encounter disembodied voices of drowned herringon.
Focusing on the negative.
No.
God.
Think about the positive.
Alright, so you will have the opportunity to rest for the night. When you go to leave in the morning, is there anything anybody wants to do before I say that you're leaving the area?
Yeah.
I don't know if she would like it, but yeah, remember you said something about like trinkets, but for letting us stay, I would like to just show Jingle Jingle my vitreoid eye of a displacer beast and then give it to her as payment for letting us stay.
Not sure if you want this or not, but I got plenty of other trinkets.
She'll tell you, I will appreciate the sentiment with which you offered it. Thank you. I really only collect keys.
I don't have any.
Unfortunately, I made a terrible deal with the hag previously, and yeah, I can't stop looking for keys now.
Well, if I find a unique key, I'll make sure to get it to you.
Thank you.
But thank you for the evening. And the lodging.
Thank you. Yep. And she'll tell you whatever you wanted to know during the night if you wanted to chat with her
Yeah, the
about.
sunflower thing.
Yeah, she talked to you about what the flower is. She lets you know, just, you know, she's very friendly. She collects the keys. There's nothing, you know, anything like that. When you go to leave in the morning, Jericho, you said you wanted to do something before you left?
Well, I was gonna offer her payment, but since Lauren beat me to it, I'm just gonna keep my little shell for myself. I'll find somebody else to give this cursed object to.
Cursed object. It's not
Cursed
cursed.
object for payment. Nice.
Okay. Well, as you go to
Oh, I
leave,
like him.
the trees themselves, actually, 2 of the trees come and kind of talk with you as you're leaving. They tell you, thank you so much. We were worried about her. And we can tell that you're leaving her in significantly better spirits.
We do what we can.
And at that, they offer you a small key. And they just say that this will be useful later on. And you should keep it.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So who's taking the key?
We'll give it Sage. Sage's pretty good keeping
Sage
it.
got it? Okay. Good enough. Sage is your key. Alright.
I probably forget it, drop it, trade it for some cursed object.
You probably would trade for a cursed object. That feels very Jericho-like.
I don't know if it'll work for Jingle Jingle, but whenever I'm sad, I like to lift heavy stuff. The heavier I lift, the more and more sad head voice goes away. That's why I know.
Lauren, you once again astound me with your philosopher's thoughts.
Philosophy 101, Bard College.
All right, as you go
I did not go
to
to college.
I can tell.
Wow, straight into the clergy for me.
Yeah.
that tracks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are just too pretty for college.
Yeah.
All right.
So the next morning, as you go to leave the hill and you've spoken to the trees, as you go to step off of this area, the water is significantly higher than it was last time. As a matter of fact, who is walking in front?
Our guide.
Well, of course, me. I'm just gonna keep on moving the water and raising the earth.
How high can you raise it?
30 feet, I believe. Let me double check.
Okay.
We're just gonna run down here to my spell list. Where are you? There you are. Okay, let's see. Shape water says that, well, if I need to, I can just freeze it too. That's also a thing. But yeah, anything fits within a 5-foot cube. Instantaneous, up to 30 feet away, lasts for 1 hour.
For move earth or shape water?
That's for shape water.
Ah.
For move earth, it's the same 5-foot cube,
Okay.
same 1 hour, up to 30 feet away, so it's for both. So yeah, I just keep doing this.
I need to walk real close.
Well, yeah, but it lasts for an hour. I'm just creating little 5-foot cubes for us to walk on.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So yeah, there's gonna
Okay.
be a nice little trail all the way to wherever we're headed.
So, Jericho, you were chatting with everybody, and I'm going to say that you were absolutely not ready for the water to be as high as it is, and you probably stepped in the edge of it before you realized that the water is much higher than it was
That
previously.
sounds about like something I do.
Yeah. The water is much higher than it was previously. When you go to do move earth and shape the earth, that's perfectly fine. You can still do it. It just seems like it takes a little bit of extra work. The water seems like deep enough, honestly, to like be a full-on swamp at this point. Like you could probably swim in it at this point if you
Ooh.
wanted to.
Okay, well in that case, we're no longer gonna just move earth
It's
and shape
like-
water. If it's that deep,
Mm-hmm.
then I will start creating little 5-foot cubes of ice,
Okay.
and I'll just keep moving earth on top of the ice so we don't have to slip. And we'll just do that. It'll be little floating cubes, but don't you worry, it'll be fine. And don't worry, I spread it out so it's nice and even, just one person at a time. Because if you step on one edge and somebody's on the other edge and you weigh more, then they're going in the drink.
Yeah. How
And
much
that would be
weight
bad.
can those cubes hold?
Well, don't worry about that now. You're getting technical.
Well, that's a pretty good worry.
Look, I'm just fine. Sage is just fine. You're gonna be fine.
200-pound bull.
300.
So we're trying to walk from 5-foot cube to 5-foot cube.
Right.
And yesterday, to be fair, like the water wasn't that high. Like he wrote like it came up out of it. It wasn't a big deal. It was like right there. Today, though, the water is really deep. So anyone who's walking across these is going to need to roll me some athletics.
Don't worry, you got that good old guidance. So from
It's not going to be like a super hard number or something. It's just you are trying not to slip off, and honestly, you're trying to walk in like a 5-foot cube.
So you're gonna fly, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm flying. Like,
You're
not
fine.
even fooling with you.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So that's 26.
Okay.
And the guidance was actually 29.
Okay, so roll me 3, if you don't mind.
Yep, just keep on adding that before you. Don't worry about
We got a
I
plus
would've been
7,
more happy to have those.
it.
17.
Okay.
There you go.
Roll
Yeah,
it.
Well, that's what the rest of you guys have It's really wet.
15.
Okay,
Again.
you're good. Parthenos?
Got for the plus 7.
See there?
And the guidance helped on that one too.
13 on the first one.
Okay.
10 on the second.
You're fine.
And 9 on the third.
Your athletics is that low?
Plus 3.
Goodness gracious. Okay, good to know.
Okay. So, and Jericho, I assume you're going across your own little steps.
Well, sure.
Alrighty.
Okay. So I like to just skip along these things personally. It's more of like a acrobatics kind of thing rather than
Perfectly
athletics.
fine.
All right, you've actually been pretty bad, so I'm gonna put you away. You're done.
So you want a dice jail?
Yeah, well, not that,
Just timeout?
we just put him in timeout for him. It's a bad dice, be better. I still love you. I'll still be here when you get out. I'm not leaving you forever.
That sounds a lot more.
Here you go. Oh, good. Okay, so 15.
Okay.
And that's going to be, I've already forgot math. 18. Yay! And 24.
Okay.
See?
Jericho,
It's so
you're
easy.
perfectly fine. Yeah. Jericho, you are perfectly fine.
I know that.
And with everyone else, Torn, you're oddly graceful as you move across these, even for your size. Parthenos, you do begin to slip at some point.
He's got dancer's legs.
You do begin to slip at some point.
Through the garage.
But with as high as the other two guys' rolls have been, what I'm going to say is you go to slip and Torn reaches out and grabs you at the last second. You don't quite fall in. Maybe like 1 foot it goes in, and so you know that the water is at least about 3 feet deep because your foot slipped in before he grabbed you.
You didn't just slip, you fell.
I mean, his foot fell in.
Yeah,
Like his leg fell in. But like,
3 feet.
that's only 1 foot, so it's fine.
It's almost
It's fine.
Jericho high.
Big.
Yeah, exactly right. It's
Yeah.
almost Jericho high.
Yeah, it
We
might
should
be
actually
Jericho
change
high.
the measurement system around here once you're king.
Aw.
1 Jericho, 2 Jericho, 1.5 Jericho. Yeah, I like this idea. You're a
Torn.
wise and intelligent king.
Since y'all have gotten here, this feeling has been getting stronger and stronger in you, and you feel like that feeling you have about your item that you've lost. So whether you've told the others at the table or not, I don't know. But I know that you and I have talked about it, and I know that for you, you've lost some of your horns. 3 inches off of them,
3 inches.
which is
Every inch matters.
I understand.
It's not true. Somebody cruel told you that.
More and more though, like you feel it in your heart, and you keep feeling like somewhere here in this area is calling to you. You feel like it has to be here somewhere. You feel like if you don't know where, you hope that you can locate it, but somewhere. The feeling just is there, and it gets a little bit stronger, a little bit lighter, kind of as y'all travel around, but it's distinctly there and has been kind of since you crossed over. When you first crossed over, you kind of didn't, like everything was chaotic, you weren't sure what's happening, but the moment you had like a little bit of time to breathe, while y'all took that long rest, you could feel it, and you're like, I can feel, like, my horns have to be here. My lost item, it has to be here somewhere. You can feel it basically calling to you.
Alright. I announce it.
I think I feel my horns.
Don't do that in public.
No,
We've done told you about that.
the horns
You do
I
that
lost.
when you're by yourself.
I think I can get my horns back.
Oh, you mean your real horn?
Yes,
The rest of his horns.
rest of my horns.
I keep telling you.
So I can
you really
spread the
need
word of
that
metal as a
go.
horny bard.
I feel like there was an innuendo in there and I missed it.
I don't know what windows have to do with this, but my horns are nearby.
Okay, so your horns, you can feel your horns from here.
Like, that feeling that I lost them, but I feel like they're close. I just can't pinpoint where.
Would you like to go swimming?
So anything I can do to try and get an idea of where they're located?
To be fair, when you were in the carnival,
Mhm.
feel like people talked with y'all about where you probably will find your lost items, didn't they?
Probably.
I feel like,
Yeah,
yes, the
yes.
answer is yes.
Yes.
The answer is yes.
If the DM says,
Yeah.
So,
you say yes.
Yes.
some of you went on a carousel ride.
Mhm.
All of us went on carousel ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you went on that carousel ride, they whispered to you that the hags had your items, most likely.
Mhm.
And they also told you that,
I remember.
yeah,
I
they.
didn't forget my notebook.
It's okay, that's fine. But it's definitely something that you want to look into because they definitely talked to each of you about which hag probably had whichever thing. So they probably talked to you about the hag that runs this area, is what you can kind of assume. You're like, I feel it. They told me that, you know, the hag, and then you're like, I'm hinting Hither, and they keep telling me that Lorna runs this area. I mean, she probably has them. She probably has them. So you can kind of assume that, like just deductive reasoning. So you can reason out that there might be some other things in the way that you might have to deal with before you get there, but you specifically need to get to this hag if you want your horns back. You're going to need to get to her, and you're going to need to get them from her somehow.
So I need to see a hag to get horny again. Got it.
There it goes again, right over my head. All over
Sorry.
I feel like I want to be like, I can't make this up, but obviously we did. So, you know,
The Lorna has my horns. We need to find her.
Okay, well, we're definitely going there,
That's what
Miss
we need to
Parknose doesn't say he's gonna cut her head off. So, yeah.
Make sure she gives her my horns back before you decapitate her.
Well, there's quite a long ways between here and Bad Lorna, though, I think, because we still have to go and handle Agden and choke him out with his little scarf, and then we're gonna go to Bad Lorna, and Miss Parknose is gonna eat her face, and then we'll find your horns.
there's other options, but that's cool.
Find it really quickly.
I know,
There's
it
probably
was
some
like,
peaceful options.
huh?
You did
There's some
see
peaceful
back
options.
yesterday when
I
she
was.
drowned a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say she was peaceful. I said there are peaceful options.
I mean, I'm sure there are. We're just not gonna take any of them.
Okay, and that's perfectly fine.
Peace was never an option if she has my horns.
Can you imagine what she's probably using your horns for? You know, when you step on something, you take something, you scrape it off your shoe, you're probably doing something like that, or poking it at a fireplace, or worse of all, she may just have forgotten about them, just left them in some dusty old closet. They're just not even on display. They're just gone and forgotten.
You can clean them.
Yeah, but can you? They remember what they've done.
But if my horns are here, then maybe your sense of time is here. And Sage's a stuffed animal. And his ability to draw maps. There might be something to this. If only I could connect the dots.
If only. Logic.
No, that can't be right.
If a hag has my lost items, then other hags may have your lost items. So we need to go on a hag hunt and get our items back.
We're on a hag hunt.
Well, let's
Yeah, we're
continue.
at.
But now we
We
gotta
just
deal
gotta
with
get there.
Agden. Seems like every time we get one thing, we gotta find another thing to solve another thing. Why can't we just go straight to the hag?
Well, that's just not how things work here in Prismaneers.
It's really not.
You gotta go loop-de-loop in order to go straight forward.
A lot of times. Speaking of which, can I have a group survival check?
You can, I just don't want to.
Well,
Is there still guidance with this?
Well, of course there is.
Yeah.
Do you not have the best guy in the world?
We
Of
do.
course you do. There we go. When you say group, I don't understand. Do you just want us all to roll until?
I'd like you to all roll, and I just need 2 of you.
Which two?
It doesn't matter which 2, just out of the 4 of you, I need 2 of them.
17.
I feel like yours is really low, and that's why you're
I
asking.
got 16.
See, you're fine.
17.
16.
Don't even
That's
use my
fine.
21.
They're fine.
It's 22.
Okay, see,
Yeah, I have 21.
perfectly fine.
Yeah, but I've got a +7. I told you, I'm the best
Why
guy
is-
there is.
why is
Like, this
anybody
so
else rolling
surprised.
this?
I know, right?
Well,
Why?
sometimes
I have a
they
minus
roll
2.
very
Why
well.
doesn't he just say, I'll roll it for everybody?
Sometimes the dice do not like you,
Oh,
and then it
no.
goes in timeout. Have you learned your lesson?
I don't think it has.
Learn your
Nope.
lesson.
It's still giving me sass mouth.
My Krakens have been doing good.
Okay.
Got these Kraken dice, please sponsors.
Interesting, interesting. Let's see if that works.
Okay. As you continue forward, Jericho, with his oddly unerring sense of direction, or so you assume.
I have not led you astray yet. No. I have been on point. These jokers over here can't follow a silver cage.
Okay. Sure. As you keep walking, you see something odd over to the side of, you're walking straight, you look over to your side, and you kind of hear it because it's loud, and you see something, and at first it just looks like a house is moving through the swamp, almost. You can't tell exactly, but it looks like maybe a house or an inn or something. And as it gets closer, you can actually tell that it appears to be maybe some type of inn, and it is walking through the swamp on these large fleshy legs. It's just an inn, and it's set on top of legs.
Is that normal here, Jericho?
Yeah, sure, it'll be fine. Let's go. Let's lay them down. Hello? Hello? Anybody up there? We might get on.
Okay. There is an elderly human female who sticks her head out the window and says, "Oh, you'd like to stay in the inn for the evening? Or something to eat?"
Well, a little bit of both will be fine. It's not quite evening yet, though, is it?
I mean, it looks pretty bright outside to me, but...
Yeah, so a little early for a night stay, but I mean, we come in for a little tea, a little luncheon, a little second luncheon.
Coffee, if you got it.
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be fine. You gotta find a little house here, walk through the swamp like this.
Okay. And with that, she says, "Okay, well, give us just a moment." And the inn steps about 20 feet further from you and settles right at the edge of the water line. Like the front step of it
That's handy right
settles at the
there.
edge of the water line.
We call this place.
We call this the inn at the end of the road.
There ain't no roads here, so that makes sense.
Mm.
Well, hey, I'm Jericho Moss Blossom of the West Prairie Moss Blossoms. This here Sage, this is King Parthenos the Mighty, and torn asunder, future star.
Can handle any blunder with the sound of his thunder.
See what I'm saying? It just never stops. This Minotaur right here, he's gonna rock your socks off. He may even perform for you as payment for stopping for us and letting us eat with you this afternoon.
Well, that would be amazing because I can't leave Hither anymore, and we used to roam all over Prismere, picking up, people, letting them stay the night, and now I'm stuck in just this one part.
Because
And
the
it's a
hag.
swamp. Yes.
Yeah, everybody seems to be having trouble with these hags. Don't you worry about King Parthenos the Mighty and Respectable. He's gonna take care of it for you.
And I'll take care of Pevlorna. Is that the hag bothering you?
I mean,
She has my horns.
I don't like her at all. And at that, she actually spits over to the side when you utter Bad Lorna's name.
Are we supposed to spit when we say Bad Lord?
Inside Vilna's time, this inn was the talk of all of Prismere.
Still is.
Because we roamed all of Prismere. We ran a great business. We had the greatest bard to stop in.
Look at that.
But now we're
Bard.
stuck.
Look at that.
I am so excited.
He's a great bard.
I am
And
so
we're talking
excited to
about
have a
her
bard
inn.
again.
It's like it's the good old days.
But who's your bard?
I don't have one right now.
Where is he?
I didn't have a specific one. We had
They just stopped in. That's
lots
what you
of
do.
bards
They
that
play
would
gigs.
stop in and entertain for the evening, but it doesn't happen as much now. People can't freely travel between the realms anymore.
You just wait. Mr. Tornasunder's gonna pack the house tonight.
Don't have my songbook.
He's very good at cover songs and playing just off the cuff. He's a very good improviser. You have not heard music like Tornasunder is going to put forth.
Well, you know what? I'm excited for that. Come, sit down. Sit down. I've cooked a wonderful hearty stew. I didn't make it out of rabbit. I made it
Who
out
said
of frogs.
that? Nope, no, I would not assume that for a moment. You have to be made out of frogs.
Well, I had to have some kind of meat.
All right, I'll try it.
Never mind. She brings out bowls of stew for everybody.
It's got a little kick to it.
I like spicy.
No, not quite. Makes me jumpy.
I can't right now. I can't.
Felix Project.
Oh my goodness.
Not really.
And
Better hop to it.
Oh, I see what you did there. You was making frog puns. Look at you. Look, you found something. You found your sense of humor. It's like you're getting your abilities back.
Maybe you can do that.
I know. I'm fabulous. We've established this. I told you I grow on you like moss on rock.
Or
So what do you know?
Or blossom. Moss blossoms. That's my namesake.
So is there like a North Briar moss blossom and a South
Shut
Briar
your
moss
dirty
blossom?
mouth. Ain't nobody talking about them heathens.
Which
So
one
there
is
is a
listed
war
too?
between the moss blossoms.
There is no war. We simply do not acknowledge their existence.
So do East and West get along and North and South?
No.
Not.
See, the East are like cousins, but they're like the cousins you don't really want to come over.
Yeah.
Like, but they come over anyway, and they bring all their kids, and then they eat all their
Oh,
food,
yeah.
and they
I'm
use up the
watching
good towels, and all the hot water's always gone.
Yeah.
oh, I thought I had some of them South Briars in here not too long ago.
Oh yeah, you did you?
I
That,
think so. That's what it said.
that's a shame. You should probably check, make sure you still got all your silverware. 'Cause they must thieves.
I mean, I did, and I do.
See, there you go. They probably took something else though.
Well, I'll make sure I check when you leave too. Would you
Oh,
like
no,
some?
no. West Briar. We only provide, we don't take. I have been providing them with my company and my good humor and my expert guidance, which led them right here to you. So, you know, West Briar's, just keep that in mind. West Briar's is best Briar.
I will write that down.
We're not talking about them.
Oh, those are the ones you were cursing. Okay. I thought it was the South.
Would you like some
No,
pie?
well, them too. You got pie? What kind of pie you
I
got?
do. I have plum pie.
Plum pie.
You
Well, I'm plum tickled. I'll have some.
okay? All right. So she gives you all some, and she offers you as much time as you'd like to stay and relax. Torn, will you roll me a performance check, please?
You get guidance on this, cause.
He doesn't need it on this.
Because you got your expert guide right here.
You don't need guidance on this.
Oh shit.
Never mind.
See there? See there?
That's not good.
What happened?
That's nat 1 with guidance 2, so that's a 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A 9 when everything's said and done.
But still on that one.
Must be tired.
She looks at you and goes,
Broke a string.
thank you.
He's just warming up. It's been a long.
You know, I haven't heard a good bard in a minute, so
And you still haven't, but you will.
Oh, no. I mean, I've been trying again.
sure.
We need Torn Unplugged, okay? This is that album you make between albums, alright? Actually, you know what? Don't work on new material. Just hit her with your greatest hits, okay?
There we go. I can do the Witchlight song.
Knew it.
Much better. So it's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Okay. So with that, she is. You know what? That was much better.
Do the cover of Laid to Rest.
Yes, she thinks it's fabulous. Thank you. There are other odd patrons in the bar. You didn't notice in the inn, so you didn't notice until now. They're all very excited. They thought it was amazing. You've definitely got a couple fans. There's a couple of small, like, you didn't even know there were other people, like I said, here, but like there apparently were, because when you start singing, other people come out of their rooms, and a couple of people rush up to you and you're like, oh my god, we haven't heard you before, what is your name? And they ask for autographs because they know you're going to be the greatest bard ever, like just a little while, and they can't, they're so excited, and you see like there's a tiny little bunny that hops up to you, and he is very excited, and he's like, yes, metal forever! He has no idea what it means, but that's what he's doing now. So
Just throw up your bull horns. Well, some say devil horns, but bull horns.
he attempts to point his little ears and little horns. He's very
I like
excited.
him already.
He's very
Now lock them in.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's right. That's how you do it right there. That's the metalist handshake you get.
She tells you thank you very much, and she considers your song more than enough payment. You brought a lot of happiness to her, to the entire inn. She tells you thank you. How long do you plan on staying here, guys? This has been at least an hour, I would say, at this point.
Well, actually, that's a really good question here. So does this here inn, does it move when you need it to?
We do move. We don't move super, super fast, but yes, we do move.
Interesting. And what kind of movement do you make? Like what's your circuit?
Well, we're headed towards the Brigands Tollway.
Well, coincidence are we?
Okay.
Could we just maybe stay until we get there, and then
Sure
you can just
can.
let us off at the Brigands Tollway?
Absolutely, if that's what you'd like to do. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Who's the best guide?
You
Jericho
are.
is the best guide.
Okay.
See, told you. This is why you keep me around.
I can't. So you will.
Entertainment.
It's entertainment.
Thought I was the town.
Okay, so everybody, we stay in the inn. We don't leave. We don't go out. No one's like looking out windows or anything like that. Yes. I'm just asking a question in general. I'm just making sure everyone's like hanging out.
I don't
Yeah.
see a reason to be looking out at silly little swamp. And we could be enjoying, pleasant company and conversation and tea
Absolutely.
cakes and plum pie.
Okay. I'm just asking a question. I'm making sure I understand what everyone's doing. That's all. There's not really anything to see. No, we're just.
I feel like Mr. Parthenos is probably standing somewhere majestically staring off into space.
Into the distance, just.
Yeah, just there, like intense staring. Somehow there's a breeze that
Yeah, I was
ruffles his
standing
fur.
right there at the edge of the doorway, so there's this breeze for no reason.
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that cake from?
Wait, where's the cake from? Okay. So, you will travel for about half of the day, within the inn. So y'all get a good 4 hours or so of time just in here hanging out, making new friends, teaching small bunny people metal. Yes, absolutely. Just
There you go.
having a good time in general.
Learn well, young one.
And,
Get to your Aussie.
The human that's running the inn will come to you after about 4 hours and tell you.
Did we ever get a name for this here human? Well, we gave our names. It's only polite. We introduced ourselves. Hello, I'm Jericho Moss Blossom of the Westbriar Moss Blossoms. This here is Sage. This here is Torn Asunder. This here is His Majesty. I've already gotten his name. Mr. Parthenos, the wild and majestic. And you are
My name is Sue Caravax.
Sue Caravax.
Caravax.
Sue Caravax.
Sure.
All right.
8.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, Sue.
Thank you. And she tells you all as you end your 4 hours, and she says, I've enjoyed having your company. We've enjoyed having you. You can be assured that we would love to see you again, and I am excited that it sounds like you were going to try to do something about this. Like,
Everything.
I would like to be able to go to the rest of Prismere again.
Don't you worry, you have the future king's word of honor.
Wasn't he already the Witchlight monarch? So he's kind of already a king.
Yeah, but he's gonna be future king of everything. Yeah, I mean, don't just spread this rumor around because it is hot goss. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just go spilling this tea. But right there,
Why would you spill your tea?
that there is
Coffee's
Zyblina's promised one.
Oh, is it?
Don't now don't go telling everybody.
I wasn't telling everybody.
But
You're
you said it
telling
so
me
loud, like, oh, is it? Now everybody's looking, and they're just gonna know. Miss Parknos is Zyblina's promised one. That's why he's got a crown and everything.
Well, I am honored to know you at this humble juncture, Mr. Parthenos. Don't forget the small people. When you
How could he? You have never met such a benevolent king. Just the other day, he was complimenting me on my ears and how good of a scout
Their
and
majestic
guide I
ears.
am. Yep, and you know, he was just saying all the just nicest things, which you would not hear from royalty normally. But he is a Leonin of the people. Some might say he's more like the king of all Leonin and the king of the jungle. I mean, you should have seen him handle them brigands. He was great. With one failed movement, he got rid of 6 of them. That is the power of Mr. Parthenos.
That's impressive.
I know. Look at this fine specimen.
I'm looking. I'm honored. I am speechless.
It's okay. I was speechless the first time. Look at that. We're all
Well.
speechless now. See, that's the
I
power of
am.
Mr. Parthenos. Can you just take it all in? Just breathe it in for a minute.
I am trying to.
I know he's a lot. Boy, is he ever a
Are
lot.
we close to our destination?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We should travel.
Yeah,
get
she's
going.
just like
we need to
trying to get out of this conversation at
We
this
need to
point.
take
He
his
just keeps
Agan
going.
long
She's like,
scarf and choke him out. And then decapitate
She's like,
that Lorna to get my horns back.
yeah, so I'm not gonna walk right up to the brigand's tollway. Good way to get mugged. But
Try.
Could you just imagine
Yeah.
if they come up here and they were like, "We's gonna mug you,"
Yeah.
and Miss Parthenos poke his little head out the window and be like, "What'd you say?"
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "Oh, we sorry, we didn't realize you was here. We're just gonna be on our way." And he'd be like, "Actually, no, you won't. You're gonna come and give me all your memories, just like you did that other."
the inn has settled
Yeah,
while this discussion is happening.
Whee!
The door is open and the water appears to have mostly receded. The ground is just muddy swamp now.
Don't you worry about that. I'll ride that up.
Oh, thank you. Oh, hate the mud.
So, she tells you you're about 30 feet or so. If you just
Fine.
walk in a straight line, you'll be good.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, let's go.
Okay. So as you begin walking this way that Jericho has dried up for you, this moves everything out of the way and stuff. You actually come to a place where you see that the water seems to have kind of changed. You've been in this very swampy area, and now it's more like almost maybe a little bit of a depression or something that the water is sunk into. Like, even though the water around, like, it was mostly dry, then you see these tall, crisscrossing, like almost catwalk, wooden pieces that rise up out of this very swampy area. So it looks like in order to get across this, you'd either need a boat, because it doesn't look like it dries up at all, or that you would need to climb up the stairs and go across these walkways. As you look at them, you can tell they're quite rickety. They're definitely wooden, but they, it's this moist, damp area. Like wood doesn't do well in this,
Right.
so they're not great. They form this whole, like you can see that all of them come to like at some point, and you can kind of see in the distance that they're converging on something. You can't quite tell what it is because of all of the fog that is, but you can tell that they start becoming into a central area at some point. So as you get up these areas, they are going to be 5 foot across, so they're not very wide, and they are in poor shape. So how would you like to proceed?
Well, once again, your guide has come prepared. See,
I'll just fly across.
this one can just fly across. So we don't
That's
have
a
to worry
great
about
idea.
that one. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
If only my wings worked safe. Why am I still wearing these things?
Oh, we gotta take off the
Seriously?
work our
Uh-huh.
So what we're gonna do is a little thing I like to call Jericho craft.
Jericho craft.
So
Okay.
basically what it means is let me make sure I'm reading this correctly because it's been a minute. Let's see, where are you? I've done lost it, y'all. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Oh, there it is.
Make your
Okay, here we go. Yeah. So I can actually just make sure that as we're going along, this here wood and stuff, which looks to be all rickety and old, like we're just gonna use. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna help with that. We
Do you want me to help with that?
wait. What can you do?
I can do that too.
Oh, you know Jericho craft too?
Uh-huh. I mean, it's not called Jericho craft for me, but yeah.
What's
Okay,
it called?
well, you know. Now you can call it that.
Huh?
Jericho craft.
It's called, well, it used to be called Druid Craft, but now it's called Jericho Craft again. So Jericho Craft is basically, we're just gonna make this wood all nice and pretty as we go along.
Okay.
We'll just make it all viney and flowery, and it'll be fine. It'll be nice and strong,
Okay.
even for you folks.
For you folk.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see this Jericho
See
craft.
there? We'll just work together, and we'll make a pretty look. And look, as
And
we're
I
going.
can fly above, so I don't even have to worry about falling in while I'm doing it.
That's
There you
right.
go.
See, and as we're going, we're just making this swamp all pretty now. It's like we're returning life back to what was, what is a dreary and miserable place.
Okay.
There we go. So yeah.
Jericho and Parthenos, can you please both throw me a perception?
Sure. All right, we're gonna take you
Huh?
out of
Mine's a
timeout now,
13, by the way.
and we'll give it a shot. Now, if you misbehave again, we're gonna have a problem. Okay. So done with that.
Wow.
There we go. See, that's why you're my favorite.
Wow.
What was that first one though?
It doesn't matter. It's gone.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Hey,
So,
do that,
okay,
yeah.
so I forgot even what it was perception, right?
It was.
Well, there we go.
Poor little dice.
24, I'll do it.
Because mine was only a 9.
And that's how dice end up in the barrel at Comic
Right? Because somebody else is like, you betrayed me one too many times.
It had its chance. I put it in timeout. It did not learn its lesson, and now I have disowned it.
Yeah.
And now you have disowned it.
Yeah. Come by, do a punch in the barrel, you might get that die.
It might want it might feel better.
Curse
if
Jericho
another family was to
died.
take it home,
Yay!
treat it well.
Parthenos, can you give me a second one, please, as well?
It's a 22.
Okay. So you'll be fine. So as the four of you move along, Jericho and Sage, they are, fixing
Yep, Jericho Craft.
Jericho craft. Yeah, absolutely. They are fixing the boards and the planks, and it's beautiful and it's gorgeous, and they are very hard at work doing this. And Parthenos,
Yes, just let them think that it's
you
hard.
kind of start, like, this honest feeling comes over you, and you realize that somehow there is a fifth person in your party now.
The
I just said it. I'm fine.
I know.
I know. It's just this hunched-toed figure that is walking quietly right behind Torn. Hasn't said anything or anything. Just.
I'm not gonna notice anyone behind me.
I know. You didn't notice the snake until it bit you, bro. I don't know how to help you.
You know, my mama used to say stuff like that. If you think a snake, it bit you.
And she would've been right.
It was a snake and it bit you.
Yeah.
Right now, we're not going to say anything, but
Okay.
behind everybody.
So let someone stop
Okay.
you.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna die.
Look. This is how them people work. See, he's stalking that thing right now. It doesn't know that he knows that it is there.
Then people? Okay.
Yeah, you know, them lying people. See, look at him hunt. It is
Oh.
majestic and mysterious.
It is majestic and mysterious. Absolutely.
See, the creature does not know that it is being hunted right now. It will be too late
It will be too
when
late, huh?
the trap is finally sprung. Ain't that right?
Right.
Sure, let's go with that.
It has divine sense.
Okay.
So I can
Read it to me again. 'Cause I have
Um,
not read that one in a minute.
The presence of strong evil registers to my senses like a noxious odor. Powerful good rings like heavenly music. As an action, I can open my awareness to detect such forces. Till the end of my next turn, I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
So you don't detect anything obviously evil, anything obviously like the people around you. You know, the three that are part of your party, they seem good. The hunched-toed figure that is just kind of trailing along behind Torn, you get this odd kind of chaotic vibe off of them. You can't seem to pin good, evil. It's just kind of all over the place. Less like they truly want to cause any evil and more just chaos. That's all you can get from them, just this shaky feeling of chaos.
Okay.
Okay. You want to do anything with that information, or you're just going to keep moving?
And knowing that, now we're gonna reach down and grab the hood and pull up.
God. Okay.
Because I'm basically thinking that the hood is connected to a cloak, which is connected to the body, so the body's coming with the cloak.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just a hood and you're just strangling somebody. Either way.
When you reach out to, and you do, you slow down a little bit and you're able to, actually, how do you attempt to do this? Do you slow down and reach out next to you? What do you do? Like, how do you attempt to do this? Kind of walk me through it, because like you were here, then Torn, and this creature. So they're only 5-foot walkways. They're not super big. So do like you drop back behind and attempt to pull the cloak? Do you reach around Torn? Like, how are you doing this?
Probably drop back. And
Okay.
Try to, not like far back, but just kind of like punch around,
Okay.
get behind.
You're going to pounce on it, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is like 10 feet away from you, so I don't know if you have that ability. Pounce.
I think. Do you have one of those? I think
Not as an action.
Leona doesn't have that.
No.
No action? You don't have pounce?
No.
It's a tabaxi.
Yeah, I know, that's so strange.
Tabaxi.
They really should have that.
He has the roar thing.
You're the DM. You can change things when things happen.
That's okay. Let him,
Give it to
let him do it his
Listen.
way.
Roll me.
Which apparently is the
Roll me
only
just an
way.
attack.
There you go. You got this.
It's one, with my hit bonus and all that.
Well,
Yeah.
It was like an unarmed strike.
But
Yeah.
you don't get my guidance bonus.
That's fine.
Oh.
Oh yes.
The king has come.
So With that, you are able to not only drop back, but you drop back, you grab the hood very stealthily, and you pick it up. And this little creature starts swinging by their little feet paws, and their little bunny feet start kicking sporadically. And with that, we will end our evening.
Watch that video. I hope that's active.
Make sure that it's, not a West Briar.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening,
Thank you
coasters.
for watching.
We appreciate you. As Jericho would remind us, keep those candles burning.
That's right, Jericho
And
would
we
say
will
something like
see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.
Good night.
Bye. Jericho Moss Blossom. Sign.